Well, yeah, before I came to Stony Brook, I had two ACL injuries, career-ending injuries, and at one point, freshman year I was playing, sophomore year I started, 10, 9 games, whatever. And, I was expecting big things to come going into my junior year. I was expected to take the lead role at BC, and God has a plan for all of us, and sometimes we think we know what's best for us, and He knows what's best for us at the end of the day. But I got hurt, and when I tore my ACL the first time, I didn't handle it the right way on and off the field, socially and with my team. I was so angry, and I look back now and it's just like, I think I tore my ACL for a second time because God, He knew that wasn't the way that I should have handled it, and He was testing me. It was a test, And, after I tore my second time, I was like, you know what, this is it. I was excited. It was my year. I came back, rehabbed, had a positive energy. And then it just, for whatever reason, you could say politics, whatever it is, it didn't work out with me my last year at BC. And so I knew I was graduating, and I wanted to go somewhere where I truly felt like I could get the best opportunity to showcase my skills and also pursue a graduate degree. And so I looked at other schools, and then next thing you know, I get a call from Coach Hatch, and he said he wanted me to come visit, talk to Coach P, and I came down here and had an awesome time. I already had two previous teammates in Jordan and Sherman that just recently transferred here, so I already knew what the school. I heard about the school. I knew what it was, and when I met the team, I mean, that's what sold me, And obviously last year I thought that was going to be a big year for me, and I tore my ACL for a third time, And I could have, hung it in. Everyone was like, "Why don't you just quit? Why you keep playing? Like, why?" They thought I was insane, crazy, and it's like, I just have a passion and love for football. I really do. I love football so much, and all the relationships that I've formed over the last 6 years, I wouldn't trade it for anything. And the reason I came back was, number one, was my teammates, man. Like, I love playing with my unit, with the receivers. I love Coach Edwards. He's one of the best coaches that's ever coached me from youth all the way up, man. He motivates me, he pushes me, and he genuinely cares about you, and that was one of the reasons why I came back. He said I needed you, and I think I needed it for myself, and I also needed it for this team just to come back and play with these guys, and I've grown so many friendships over the last year with all these guys at Stony Brook, and I just think Coach Edwards harps on it. Just making a play when your number's called. You never know. It might be the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. You got to realize that every opportunity you get is even more important, but not let that significance overcome the focus that you need to have to make that play, if that makes sense. But the last couple of weeks, I really felt my body. I've been really working harder on trying to get my body loose, stretching more and just doing rehab, and just honestly the chiros and massages, all that stuff it's working. I'm starting to feel looser and feel more flexible and stuff like that. And I think that's the biggest thing for the last couple of weeks. I've had a little bit of success, and just honestly, coming down to the last couple of weeks, it's really wow, this could be my last game. This could be my last play, And so honestly, just that fact added into it, it's just wow, I don't want to look back and regret anything, when my time's done playing football, whether that's this week or anything. I don't want to have any regrets, So I've just been able to just focus on having fun and just preaching to the younger guys that, with the receivers, that look, man, this stuff is not guaranteed, man. Appreciate it, man, because this season can go just like that. I mean, since I've been growing up, since when I was in middle school, high school, I've always liked the pressure. I've always liked that pressure. If there was one person to deal with failure or not making that play, I would rather it be me than anybody else, because I can handle it, and I know what I'm capable of. And I mean, when that play, I just knew I had to make the play. I knew I had confidence in myself. I knew I could do it, and I was just trying to make the play. It's that simple. And honestly, Joe threw a perfect ball, and it was just all God. First off, it was just God, man. I mean, God gave me the opportunity to make the play that I know I can make, but to now show in front of everybody else, and it was just awesome. Just really excited about it. It's an exciting challenge. Lehigh, just from looking at them a little bit, they're a good team. Don't let the record fool you. These guys can score, and these guys are going to play physical on defense, and it's a challenge that we're looking forward to compete against. So I'm excited. One more time here, this could be our last game home, I think. So whatever it is, I mean, we're just going to go out there and play balls to the wall, you know? Like, that's just, we're going to play physical. It's going to be tough, and it's going to be a challenge. But you know what? It's going to play our brand of football and just let God take care of the rest.